Yeah, we went to a museum last time we played this game, and then we found this giant hole, and we were like, yeah, let's jump down this dark hole that we can't see the bottom of. And then we ended up in a prison, like in a prison like that's had no one in. And then we found another giant hole, and we were like, yeah, we'll go down another giant hole. When's that done us any, when's that not served us? And this is how we ended up here. Though I will say we did find Maria again. But also, Maria died. So it was pretty weird to see Maria again. And she seems to remember stuff that Mary remembers, which also a dead person.
Maria?
You gotta see her. Oh.
Maria? Maria, no. What happened to you? Why?
She doesn't seem to be doing great. I mean, she got killed by Pyramid Head earlier and seemed to be fine after that. So we might see her again. But yeah, as I was saying, the fact that this game is sort of janky and that everyone acts like the acting's not great all works in its favour to give this a sort of sheen of unreality. And like having a HD remaster with modern graphics, I don't know if it will help. I don't think it will improve it. I'm assuming the gate is open now. Is Dino Crisis scary though? Aren't dinosaurs sort of inherently fun? Sorry, we didn't speak about Dino Crisis for ages, but the thought just occurred to me. Whenever you add, I know being in a room with actual dinosaurs should be fucking terrifying, but like when dinosaurs are fun, like it's very hard to be actually scared, like horrified, like unless the dinosaurs committed crime. What crimes have these dinosaurs committed? But that's a different type of horror. And even Jurassic Park, which is ostensibly a horror, isn't a horror film. We're going to save our game. Okay, we found a graveyard. Epitaph is inscribed here. The felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. Name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. The name on the tombstone is scratched up. It's all scratchy. Parasite Eve isn't scary either. Although Parasite Eve is horrific, with all the rats mutating and stuff. But also, Parasite Eve has the hilarious scene where your cop sidekick jumps out of a helicopter, sets himself on fire, and then comes back the next scene. He's just fine. He like heroically sacrifices his life, but somehow doesn't die during that. His name on the Walter Sullivan. Oh, I believe we've read about him. The other thing I really do like about this game is I get the main storyline is about James and his guilt about his dead wife. But I like that not only are we seeing bits of stories of other people that won't necessarily make sense to us, but the town has a history, and it isn't, again, it's not gonna like go through the history like a Kingdom Hearts theory, you know, fan theory, it's not gonna over-explain stuff. This town has a history, it is not a good one, and it is a real history. And it's all kind of mixed together in a horror slurry. Eddie Dombrowski. Oh, Eddie! We've met Eddie, haven't we? Oh yeah, because he's not in the grave. Who's this? Angela, yes. Orozco, that we just fought terrifying bed monster on her behalf. And this will be my grave, surely. By mine, I mean James's. James Sunderland, yeah. But like, so it's the town you go to punish yourself. Because like, oh, I was gonna say she didn't commit any crimes. I'm pretty sure she did, but like, whether or not you really count that as a crime, because that's just self-defense what she did. But I guess Silent Hill doesn't care. So we just fought a boss, Ramble, if you're still about. So we've met Angela several times. Angela doesn't like talking to men at all. Anytime she's seen James, it's been fuck off. We had to grab a knife away from her. And we just fought a boss, which is a terrifying bed creature, which is called Daddy. And that is all the game ever says. We don't get any more information. But like, take from that what you will. And she kicks, once you kill it, she kicks it a lot. But it's also a reason, like, I was specifically saying, I don't want, Blooper Team aren't great for certain subjects. They're not known for their subtlety. Why are we looking in here? But that's what I mean. So she's not. So she's not committed a crime per se. She's only, but like, not in the same sense as James and Eddie presumably have. Where are we going? Although I don't actually know what Eddie did. But Eddie definitely has murdered somebody. I mean, here in Silent Hill. Oh, there's a small child as well. But I don't think she sees the monsters. Okay. There's nothing more I can do there. Well, that's just this place again. That's the monster there. I'm gonna leave this room. I don't like this room. And I guess no, there's no reason to save my game, is there? Okay, we can properly leave if we want. Why would we want to, though? Is the game really going to make us walk all the way back to, say, that room there? I'm not going to do that. We must be missing something in the graveyard room. Yeah, we have music contemplative music. So one criticism I share is because the implication is that Pyramid Head represents James on a certain level, which I think makes sense with what I think the story is. But he's so popular they just put Pyramid Head in all the games, and I guess like he's a creature of Silent Hill, so maybe he can pull double duty. You know, he's one metaphor for one person and one metaphor for other people, but like, it feels like it's just sort of undermining your most popular story. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna look at more. Okay, why can't I? We'll look at the graves. Maybe we're supposed to look at the actual literal grave. Oh, is that a hole? I'm an idiot. Let's go down another hole. We're gonna be meeting Eddie then. My baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. Round is dirt. Oh, it's nice of them to add smoke machines. Eddie? There he is.
Eddie, what are you doing? What does it look like?
Carl!
You busted my balls.
That kills people.
Disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that. Eddie, have you gone nuts?
No, don't talk to Eddie. Leave Eddie alone.
You too.
James, what are you doing?
Just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
Oh, fuck. We're just having a gun off. We're both doing surprisingly well in this gun off. Hang on, was I fine? Where's Eddie finding all these people to murder as well? I haven't found barely anyone. I don't have a rifle. Where's my rifle? Again, I'm assuming... The other thing is, if everyone sees a different version of Silent Hill, why do they keep making sequels where Silent Hill kept looking exactly the same? I know though the answer is because it was popular, but like, you could have lent into that and did different themes of the town. We should just leave Eddie alone. We shot at each other. It's like when wrestlers fall out, you know, just... We can still work together, it's fine.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
We'll put this meat here. Right, did I save recently? I should have made a cheeky save, shouldn't I, when I knew I was going to get into another boss fight. I don't know how, like, the controls aren't great in this game, so, like, I don't know what the preferred method of combat is in this game, other than awkwardly running around things. Like, you can't shoot to the side, but, we're going to have to fight him twice. You know, gun off. And it seems like I've missed a rifle somewhere. Which is a shame. Maybe we can fight him with a giant sword. Sorry, it's not a sword, it's a knife, John. I'm going to say that that's probably a bad idea. But yeah, the town calls to people. That's what he said, isn't it? Also, killing is wrong, and I'm going to kill you because of that. Oops. How in the living fuck do I dodge this? I can't see any way of not trading shots. We have quite a lot of those as well, though. Okay, I'm gonna make a cheeky save here. Tell the devil Dime sent you.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being.
I better take his gun.
A human being. Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
How's our health? I can't tell because of the tinge. It's never clear, but it's probably a good idea to do that. Okay, we didn't need to save at all. I don't have a map of this area. I have a map of that area. And we're trying to get to Lakeview Hotel, I believe. Wrong way. So there's only one character left. I mean, there's a child we were chasing. Is there a door? There is a door. Okay, cool. We've made it back outside. Ooh, of course, we didn't jump down several holes, several incredibly deep holes. No, we're at the Historical Society, obviously. The fact that James doesn't question any of this. Oh, I also like. I was saying before, it's like Arrested Development, where like you'd assume that he's the straight man, but it's like no, he's the same as everyone else. And a part of that might be just because it's poor writing, but it works in the game's favour. That James doesn't seem to sweat the idea that he's fallen like hundreds of meters and somehow still in the same level. That he just went through a magical labyrinth. That he just killed a guy. I mean, he got over it pretty fast. Anyway, there are spooky tales of people being dragged under the water by ghosts. So we should be careful. Find ourselves a boat. We found ourselves a boat. I was hoping for a ferry of some sort. But beggars can't be choosers after all. What's annoying is I've got myself a system where I'm not allowed my cola and stuff unless I drink some squash. And it's taken me so long to drink the squash. It's now 11 and I shouldn't be drinking a can of Pepsi right now. But I do have some milkshake that I can have a glass of. As a reward for defeating Eddie. What I wanted to do was quote Toontown, what's it called? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but oh, we get to control it. But I don't remember the quote. Also, I'm not capable of doing Judge Doom's voice. I cannot tell if I'm moving or not. Yeah, I am. Okay. If I could get an elastic band, I could do that and grab myself a drink at the same time. What a thrill. So, whenever I say, tell the devil Dime sent you, I'm referencing Max Payne. Because Max, for me, that boss fight, where you have a sniper rifle, and you can shoot Dime in the head, like 6 times, was the first time... like, teenage John was like, what? He survived fucking 6 shots in the head, which is like a normal gameplay abstraction, but like I had not encountered something quite that egregious before. They put so much effort into like saying this is a real place with real people. This is like lots of the story of Max Payne again is metaphorical, like Ragnarok is happening at the same time. But I don't know, shooting somebody in the head 6 times was just like. You should have died the first, and you know, James and Eddie's hilarious gun off had the same vibes. Where I'm like, at least some of this is real, and it's the first Max Payne done. Dime becomes important to the plot of Max Payne 2 because Vlad makes you kill Dime. And in Max Payne 2, it's because Vlad is secretly in the secret society known as the Circle, and he was tricking you into killing his rivals, which sort of makes sense because Vlad doesn't really do anything in that first game otherwise. V is for Vlad, V is for Valkyr. I have not played Max Payne since, again, a teenager. I just know the plot to that game very well. One day I'll play it on stream, but it's a special John game, so I'm holding off on it. But I like Max Payne 1 more than I like Max Payne 2, and I only played an hour of Max Payne 3. I know people love that game, but for me, like, I'm sure the gameplay's better, and like, you know, me talking about a janky boss right there, I don't play Max Payne for the well, Max Payne obviously has the diving, so there's a gameplay. But the gameplay of Max Payne 1 and 2... Thanks, game, for letting me talk for a long while. The gameplay of Max Payne 1 and 2 is all about jumping into a room, understanding where all the secret shooters were, dying, of course, and then trying it again. Like, they're traps. You can't... There's no way of doing that the first time round. What I didn't like about Max Payne 2 is that it very aggressively was like, who's still alive? Right, they're all somehow relevant to the next plot. Jim Bavura's back. The one who got away. What's his name? The guy who says pain to the max. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings. I've forgotten. Somehow he comes back and he has to be in a baseball bat suit. It's just that it was more of the same. Although it does have some great quotes. Yeah, that guy, yeah. Because baseball bat kid's in the first game as well. Because when you're getting tortured by the mafia. What's the quote for the second one? A linear series of scares. because you go into a theme park, but the Address Unknown theme park, which is, and the level is called a linear series of scares, and it's talking about the game because Max Payne 2 is incredibly meta. And again, Max Payne 1 is the first like real meta game I ever played where I was like, oh, you're doing a like, it's quite Metal Gear Solid's obviously famous for being incredibly meta, but the bit where you walk into a room and because okay, for anyone who's not played Max Payne, right at the start of Max Payne, somebody wants you to be a DEA. He wants you to be a drug officer, and Max Payne's like, "Fuck that! Oh, that's a terrible life as a police officer. It's the most stressful job." But then he comes home and he finds his family's been murdered by drug addicts, people on V. And then when you find the Grand Boss, you get drugged by Mona Sachs, specifically by whiskey. It might be drugged whiskey, but whatever. Knockout whiskey. And you dream of that sequence, but this time it's all the corridors are elongated. Can I turn? Okay, we can turn. I was going to say, this is taking a very long time. Maybe this will serve us better. And, you know, it's all dramatic. And you're supposed to see the horror of that situation, is he? But the third time, you're on this drug called Valkyr. And of course, you know at this point, the Valkyr is a military experiment to make super soldiers, but it didn't work, and so they ended up giving it to insane people. You know, it's V is Valkyr, and it's the wings, the flesh of fallen angels. And you go through that dream sequence one more time, but this time you read your wife's diary, which you didn't read the first time round, and it explains that she found out about the evil experiments, and the government secretly, well, not the government, the Acer Corporation, secretly had her killed, and the military working together. But, like, then there's this bit where you go into the room, you leave the room, and you walk back into the same room, and it says, Max, you're in a comic book, and it has all the Max Payne comic book panels. Are we on the map? Okay, that might be a good sign. Did we genuinely have to row across? And it's the worst thing I could possibly imagine. And it's got all the comic panels. Then you walk out the room, and you walk back in the same room somehow, and it's like, Max, you're in a computer game. It's all guns and numbers, and it's the worst horror you can possibly imagine. And it's like, oh, we're not playing what happens to Max Payne. We're playing an abstracted version of the events based on his horrific understanding of it. And I was like, oh, that's really clever, because now all the gameplay abstraction makes sense, because we're only seeing a metaphorical version of the events. And like, and I know that's the intended reading of it, because that reading comes up in both Alan Wake and Control as well. Specifically, they have the villain of Control do the whole, oh, you're in a computer game thing. And I remember I watched somebody play that, and all the crowd groaned because it's old hat now. And I was like, no, it's in every game. The idea that reality is not real is very much intended. Okay, we're definitely moving. Part of that. But yeah, Dime's just a gun runner that works for the Mafia, I think? I don't know. Well, while I did enjoy that I had enough time to explain all that, we're going nowhere fast. Maybe I assumed I just had to go this direction for a long time. That's why I said, what a thrill. Because the thing about what a thrill is, you get that in Metal Gear Solid 3. You're climbing that ladder for 3 solid minutes. While you hear a fantastic song, a James Bond spoof. But, like, you get to reflect upon the plot so far. It's weird because Metal Gear 2 has terrible pacing because they keep interrupting the game to have a visual novel happen to you. And, of course, again, Teenage John didn't know what a visual novel was. And I think only as an adult did I go, oh, Metal Gear Solid's a visual novel, obviously. Like, it follows his previous games that were visual novels. I mean, Metal Gear 1 and 2 aren't visual novels, but his rip-off of Lethal Weapon certainly is. And, like, yeah, all the phone calls are visual novels, and it's like, it's more visual novel. It's a visual novel with a stealth game attached to it. Which makes more sense. But, like, the pacing's not great because of that. Especially in 2. But 3 has, I think, pretty good pacing. Am I doing something wrong? I believe... Okay, this turns... Oh, hang on. Are we still at the fucking docks? Have I just not been moving? So I reckon we can finish this tonight. Lakeview... I don't know how long Lakeview's going to take, but surely not that long. There we go. You know what? That's... So I'm thinking about what Blooper will do, and they'll take away any sort of friction. Because modern games don't like friction. But this was on me. This is on me for not really... There was 3 directions I could have gone. Left, right, and forwards. And I just stubbornly refused to turn. So I think... But everyone has a line where they just, like, stupidly will not do a thing. And it just can't be helped. And you could do... Unless you've got, like, an army of people, like Portal, that can just make sure you don't make this. And, of course, Portal doesn't want any friction. But, like, horror games should have friction. But it's fine. I got to talk about Max Payne and stuff, and I enjoy talking about that. I'm so looking forward to playing it one day as well. Go for the entire series. Play Quantum Break again. Probably be able to watch that on stream now. I reckon I could get away with that. But hopefully we can complete this today. Next week, next Thursday, I'll be starting a new game, of course, which is on there. I could probably just reveal what that is. But I'd be more surprised to not reveal it. I mean, it should be obvious to anyone who knows that logo, of course. But tomorrow I'm not going to be available because I'm playing board games. But if we can finish this before midnight, we're going to be going into the strange hours, and we're going to be playing a puzzle game I recently discovered, a new one. Trying that out, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we have Silent Hill. Silent Hill has a second story, right, as well, so I might want to do that as well. So we might not be totally done with Silent Hill, even if we finish it. Because this was their special place, I understand. Can I do this? This place hasn't changed at all in 3 years. So he decided he wasn't talking. I'll do the talking then, James. It's fine. One of the reasons I'm leaning hard into the frights and fights list is because they're all shorter games, and I try not to upload games to YouTube until I finish them. We're gonna have a bit of explore. I'm not gonna go straight into the hotel. I have a terrible habit of constantly playing JRPGs and going, why don't I ever finish anything? Bird, the crane. I was playing yesterday, Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm glad I made some progress on that game, but like, that's a year-long game. That's not going to be a game I finish anytime soon. Okay, we're going into here. Ooh, a map. Okay, this might take more than an hour. Waiting for you, 312. It's the room Mary and I stayed in. Mary, are you there? Or maybe it's for guests. We don't have that private map. Where are we on the map? Okay. Hang on. Whatever. We have 2 rooms. We'll explore them both. Game, if you could. Oh yeah. This would have come in handy during the fight. I forget you can sidestep. We could have strafed. Would have been terribly deadly. I mean, it's considerably funnier that that fight involved us just staring at each other while shooting. Oh, no, slow down. Hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this. It's fixable. For some reason, OBS is really struggling. It's not the program in itself. That it's fun and fun. It's just OBS is really not liking this at all, and I wonder why. Oh, also, if I click on the screen, that probably seems to solve as well. Maybe it's I just didn't have it selected. Oh.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
My dearest lover. Oh no, sorry, it says Laura. I thought it was a message to James. Let's do that again. My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, and he's got terrible acting, but underneath he's a really sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
Liar!
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura.
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Cat. Drawing done by Laura. Yeah, that's a cat. Cool. That's certainly a noise. We should try the elevator. It probably won't work. Ah! Did we just save? Surely we did. I don't know if we saved or not. Let's find out. That sounds very much like we did not save. But also, I don't want to take the damage so much because it didn't actually take us that long to vote. Also, I might be able to just play a fast forward button. There's a light there. How did I not see that light before? That was so dumb of me. Like, literally... Yeah, you just need to turn to the right. That's so obvious now. I don't know, it just did not occur to me that we were facing the wrong direction at the start. Why does the fast forward button not work? Anyway, there's probably a save point in the hotel. We can just choose not to go to that room straight away. And obviously I'll skip that cut scene. I don't know how to fast forward. I swear there was a pretty reasonable fast forward. After we do the next game, the next mysterious game on the frights list, we're going to be jumping to 1996. We're going to be doing a year at a time. In fact, I might put a number on the screen. Let's get that. But I want to do this first, then I want to do the next game next. I mean, I'd already started this before I came up with the idea. I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's the third floor. Yeah, so this might actually be a really big section. One. I'm pretty sure it's the final dungeon, though. Okay.
Did I scare you?
Yes. Right, now I'm going to save. So we don't have to row that boat again. Well, James can see in front of himself, even if I can't. James, turn the camera forwards. You know what? Pretty good place to check out. Maybe we should just try and go straight to... Oh, fuck. There's legs for days. Oh, there's a can of thinner. Oh, okay, well, we found something. It's locked. So I go nervous. Oh, there's fucking loads of them. Where are we now? So... This is no. We could have tried that one there. Let's all go to the lobby. Save point. Lovely. Okay, that's what we want. Now we can take risks again. Make sure to click on this. And another chair. Mysterious chair. Is that a chair? That's not a chair. It's a... There's a rectangular indentation. There's a plate in front of the indentation with something engraved on it. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. I will play the music box. Oh, get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me. It doesn't quite sound right. Is it a broken music box, or maybe? Oh, maybe it needs some thinner. It does not need thinner. Doesn't. Can't leave this hotel. Mr. James Sunderland. The videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. Well, there we have a new location we need to investigate. But perhaps we'll get ourselves a gift first? Key to room 312. Well, we need that. That's where the him and Mary stayed. Let's not get them confused. Exit through the gift shop. Okay, so we have several locations we want to check out. We want that videotape. Videotape. The videotape. I'm assuming the elevator won't work, but what's this? Medicine. It looks like medicine. It's a health drink and riffle shells and a broken elevator. Locked. Lock is broken. Look, there's noises. More noises. Well, we've got some stuff though. I believe that's the entire area covered. So I will also say, so what I liked about Resident Evil, I played it a couple of years ago. I played it during the pandemic when I was recording stuff for YouTube's, and I was going to cut it down and re-narrate it for my Johnstruct. And Resident Evil is more like a puzzle game than it is a horror. It's a game about doors and locks, and some locks can be opened with keys, and some locks are opened with your shotgun bullets, and some locks are opened by you realizing that you can run past zombies. And the entire game is you pathfinding around this house, trying to understand where you can go to new places and where it is possible to get to. And it's just really interesting in that manner, just like, but this is not that. And I'm sort of surprised that nobody else everyone moved away from that idea into this sort of more not linear, but like Silent Hill's not that. Silent Hill is going into the area and opening every single room, and there's no barrier for me to really do that. There are puzzles, but the entire game pathfinding isn't one big puzzle like it feels like in Resident Evil 1. But we may even have an opportunity to test that. So if I go down the stairs, we'll do that last. There's a bell. Well, you could try out the bell, it might work. And of course you can skip a lot of this, but you would miss items and things. So it's all kind of optional, but foolish to miss. Mainly, it's incredibly easy to die in Resident Evil 1. The very first thing Silent Hill 1 teaches you is, I mean, it's got these big wide streets, and it's like, yeah, don't fight the enemies. It's just pointless, and you're taught that immediately. But it also has these sort of, you know, you have these open world bits and you have the dungeons. That's why I'm curious. I know nobody likes 3 and 4 as much as 2, obviously. But especially the room, it sounds like it had ideas. Maybe they weren't great ideas, but they were still ideas. It's giving me a lot of bullets. I don't want to be there. We did save recently, though. How important could those rooms possibly be? Yeah, I really shouldn't be. Don't need toilet paper right now. Wish I had a rifle. Might need to use that health drink. Check them out. They do really a bore not having investigated properly. Oh, we're here. Okay, cool. We can go immediately back upstairs then. Yeah, we need to check out that room. But they might not be bed monsters. No, they sound like the terrifying bed monsters. They are the terrifying bed monsters. The thing that makes them especially scary is they don't stagger. Well, fuck. That's loads we've got to do. We should have saved. Never mind. My fault. My bad. We'll load. Yeah, I was right to be afraid of them. But, like, at least we know what rooms to go in. I'm going to have to go in all those rooms again. I'm sorry. Oh no, yeah, we need to do the gift shop. We do here? Oh, fuck. We must have for it to be marked. Ah! I don't think I opened this last time. Bag's locked. Fuck. But that's important. We did not see a locked bag last time, so. Our death could have been a boon. Check map. I believe none of these doors are available. And it's even marked with a circle, the thing on the map, so I don't use it. So that's the bad room. Did we go into the hall? Okay, we'll do this first. Oh, we can go upstairs as well. Just gonna double check the hall. Okay, we can't go in the hall. We should go to the. Oh, yeah, we forgot to do that. Also, I just want to make sure. I think we forgot the thinner as well. Okay, maybe we didn't. Let's save our game. And it's marked on the map as well for me. Drink some tea. Oh, it goes cold so quickly. Let's go to that side, which is, I think, I forgot to redo. There we go. Hope I find a rifle soon. And find a gunsmith rifle through his belongings. Here it is. I'm too afraid to go in that room with the bed monsters. You might have to, though. But we have saved recently. Oh. Wait. Go back. What was that? Did somebody call? Right, never mind. Did we get nothing from this hallway? Ah, no, there's two doors we haven't checked. We did! We got nothing from this hallway. Cool, I'm loading my game. Don't need to take that damage to it.